इतना सा फर्क है कुछ होने में और बहुत कुछ होने में। इतना सा फर्क है एक बार सोच के छोड़ देने में और लग के कर दिखाने में। मान लेने में कि जिंदगी ऐसे ही कटेगी और सुबह 4 बजे उठ के सोचने में ये अभी तो बस शुरुआत है। किसी मैगजीन को हाथ में लेने में और उसी मैगजीन के कवर पेज पे होने में इतना सा ही तो फर्क है। वीआईपी सीट में और उसकी पिछली सीट में इतना सा ही तो फर्क है। वो जिसका मैदान ही खुला आसमान है वही कल जमीन पर तो था। पूछोगे तो बताएगा वो पंछी। ये एक दायरे में सिमटने में और पूरी दुनिया को दायरा बनाने में बस इतना सा फर्क है। इतना कितना है? इतना है या इतना है? जो नापेगा वो जाने कि जहां धरती और आसमान मिलते हैं, नानपुर से दूर, अगर मगर शायद से दूर, वहां भी दोनों में फर्क बस इतना सा है। धरती और 7वें आसमान में फर्क बस इतना सा। ये एक अंतर प्रेरणा है। ये हमारी, आपकी, हम सब की अंतर प्रेरणा है। एक कदम, एक छलांग, एक बाजी, एक गहरी सांस और एक ललकार खुली हवाओं में कि हाँ मैं बना हूं उन फिजाओं के लिए, कि हाँ मैं बना हूं उन ऊंचाइयों के लिए जो ऊंची तो बहुत हैं पर नामुमकिन भी नहीं, क्योंकि मुमकिन और नामुमकिन में बस इतना सा फर्क। धूप छांव में फर्क बस इतना सा। तो बस चलिए फ्रेंचाइज इंडिया के साथ ये फर्क मिटा देते हैं। फ्रेंचाइज इंडिया।
Hello and good afternoon, everyone, and thank you so much for joining us on this webinar called Business Opportunity Over Chai. Business Opportunity Over Chai is a webinar series presented by the management of Franchise India every day at 12 o'clock in the afternoon with an aim to introduce you to a new business opportunity. Every day, we bring exciting and high potential franchise business opportunities from across the industry. Over the past 27 years, Franchise India has proudly helped thousands of investors finding the right franchise opportunity business and successfully start their entrepreneurial journey. We Franchise India as the world's largest integrated franchise solution company, our role is to make sure that your investment is safe by taking an informed decision and your journey from investor to entrepreneur is smooth and successful. The objective of this webinar is to give you a direct opportunity to connect with the brand founders and the key stakeholders, understand the business opportunity in detail, and also gives you opportunity to ask questions related to the brand, the business, the franchise, the investments, growth, before you take the actual decision. In today's webinar, today we will talk about an opportunity with 1717 by Simmi Saboo. 1717 by Simmi Saboo is a premium contemporary Indian wear brand founded by designer Simmi Saboo herself. She's with us today. This brand is built on philosophy of balance, emotion, and timeless design. Known for its modern silhouettes, signature prints, and couture-level craftsmanship, the brand blends traditional Indian aesthetic with a fresh contemporary sensibility. With in-house production and a strong presence across the bridal, festival, and luxury printwear, 1717 creates thoughtfully designed garments that go beyond trends and are meant to be worn, felt, and remembered. The brand is now offering franchise opportunities for selected partners to expand its presence across key cities in India. Inviting investors to associate with a design-led luxury-level brand by strong brand identity, structural support, and growing demand for premium ethnic and occasion wear. To talk more about this, I'm joined with the founder herself, Ms. Simmi Saboo. But before I invite her to introduce herself and talk more about the brand and the business opportunity, I would like to inform all the attendees, all the viewers, that you also have opportunity to ask questions related to the brand or the business. My request is to please keep on posting your queries into the Q&A box to make this session interactive. I'll take those questions once the presentation is over. Yeah, so now I would welcome Simmi. Welcome Simmi to this webinar. Let's get started with your intro, and then we'll move on to the presentation part. Over to you.
Hi, thank you so much for having me today. It's absolutely, I'm truly honored to be part of this amazing panel that you guys have created. Hello everyone. I am Simmi Saboo. I am from Surat, and I'm a designer who's been working in this industry for past 9 years. Our brand 1717 by Simmi Saboo is a Pret line, and Simmi Saboo is a couture section that we have in it. We have been selling through a lot of platforms since past 9 years. So our brand basically gives you the experience of buying a luxury designer, which is what new India is going towards. Everybody wants to have, the experience of buying a good designer fit, but at the same time are not wanting to spend a lot at the premium A listers, because the premium A listers are really expensive, and very few people in our country can still afford it, or even would want to invest in it, even if you can afford it, because these outfits have a very short span of shelf life, as in, in terms of trend changes, and the new trends are there and you want to go with the new garments. So that's how our brand started. We wanted to give the experience of buying a good designer wear, but yet we are pocket friendly in comparison to what A-listers are providing. But at the same time, we do not compromise on our fits, we do not compromise on the quality of the fabric that we are using, and we do not compromise on the experience that you have when you are buying our garment. We started with a very small setup back in 2000. In 2017 we started with a very small setup, wherein we were making few garments, and then we were supplying it to different mbos, local mbos in the country back that time. And then we were trying to expand our brand, and we got lucky to be part of the panel of FDCI, which was our first recognized panel, which we did in March 2019. So FDCI is Fashion Design Council of India, which represents designers from across the country, but very few designers are selected and get the opportunity to present their work at their panel. We did our first show in March 2019 with them, and then there was no looking back. I am truly grateful for the council to give me that opportunity, because after that we got introduced to a lot of good mbos in our country, like Azar, Pernia. I mean, we are available at all these platforms, and that happened because of FDCI. Since then, we've been participating with Lakme Fashion Week, which is another body that represents the designers from across the country, and we've been participating with them. I think we've done like 7-8 shows with them. COVID was at a very crucial time of our career, because we had just done FDCI and Lakme, and we were getting introduced to everyone in the market, and then COVID came, and of course it was an unfortunate time for a lot of retail space people, because people started staying at home, and the entire industry was at a toss. Having said that, again 2021 was a good year for us, and in August 2022 we opened our first flagship store apart from our home store, which was in Bombay. And we were really fortunate with the response that we got from our Bombay store. I mean, it was amazing. After that, after 2 years of getting established in Bombay, we did our another flagship store in Jaipur, which is fairly new. It's just 8 months old, but yes, we are establishing good bounds in Jaipur as well. So we have at present 3 flagship stores, one being Surat, our hometown, second Bombay, and third Jaipur. Apart from that, we are available at 15 to 18 different recognized panels, like Pernia, as I mentioned, Pernia Pop-Up Studio, Aza. We are available at Ashni & Co, which is a UK-based online platform selling Indian garments. We are also available at Vesmi, which is a Dubai-based platform selling Indian garments. And we are available at Hyderabad, Alahe and Rahi, these kind of local players who are doing designer wear reselling from their platform. So our journey, as I would describe, of course, no business journey is smooth. So definitely we had our ifs and buts. But what I feel, which works best for us is that people connect to us because, as I mentioned, now any single bride does not want to just go and buy outfits, from a local space. They want to know whom they are wearing, what they are wearing. So that entire conversation to hold with a bride as to give them, that entire experience of wearing a designer wear. But as I mentioned, we are trying to be pocket friendly so that our sample size, our target audience is what much wider than the A-listers. So that is what we are trying to work here. And of course, our journey has been tremendous so far. We've been able to connect to a lot of good people who have worked us and who have gotten us through in this platform ahead. We are even exploring opportunities to do something in Dubai. We have been doing exhibitions in Dubai just to test the market, and Dubai has given us crazy response. So we are trying to understand if there is something that we can do over there as well. Like stocking. We are stocking with the store, but having like a permanent store in store concept. That's something that we are working on currently. And apart from that, I've been looking to expand in a lot of other cities because I personally feel that the kind of business that we are into, personal meeting, connecting clients one on one, having them to come to the store and experience the entire space really, makes the difference. It's really important for people to come, visit, try the outfits, and then buy. In past 6 8 months, we have added a lot of new verticals as we were going to get in touch with franchise India and expanding at that segment. So we have added a lot of verticals in our label. One of which being is that we are now connected to all the weavers from across the country. I personally feel that Indian textiles are coming back. It's making its comeback and thanks to all the big designers, they are acknowledging how important Indian textile is. And of course, new generation is understanding that slow fashion is the way going ahead. There was a time where people were wanting to go with the fast fashion, and when people were wanting to where people were wanting to wear cheap clothes. But now it's not the thing. People would want to buy one instead of four, but would want to buy an outfit which has some meaning to it. So we are trying to inculcate that aspect in our brand, and that's how we are introducing different weavers from across the country. From north to south, we have connected to all the different weavers, and we are taking raw products from them, and we are finishing it, and we are presenting it to the audience. So basically, our target audience for weaves is starting from 18 years of age, and it goes up till 65 70, or whosoever wants to wear it. What we are doing is we are giving modern twist to Indian textiles. So we are close to our roots, but at the same time, young generation does not find it outdated to wear a Banarsi sari or a Patola lehenga. So we are working on making it a fusion wear where every age group connects to the Indian textiles and roots, what we are trying to promote here.
Right. Simi, let's get started with the presentation that we had
Sure.
made.
Yes.
Right. Yeah. And by the time, I would also like to inform everyone that in case you will have any question, you can share it in the Q&A option.
So you want me to share the presentation,
Yeah,
right?
please.
Yeah. One second. I'm so sorry. There is some issue.
Diggy, by any chance, would you be able to upload it?
That's what I've been trying to do. There is some problem with the internet. I'm so
Diggy, would you be
sorry.
able to upload this?
No, actually, like, just give me a moment. Let me check.
Just
Yeah, I'm trying. There is some problem with the.
okay. Hold on. Let me just check.
It's failing. It's okay.
All right, let me do this from my end, right? Simmi, you please let me know when to change this slide, right? Is it visible to you?
Simi, I think you're on mute.
Sorry, yes, now it is visible to me. I was just trying to understand what went wrong.
No problem. You please let me know when to when to change it.
So, Simi, Saboo, as I mentioned, couture and curations, what we mention in couture and curation is couture, as we have started with bridal, entire bridal range. So that is what it stands for, couture. And curation is, as I mentioned, that we are connecting to different weavers from across the country, and giving them one platform wherein we are trying to represent the different Indian textiles and its importance in our country, where Indian textiles was fading away. We want to get that back to, and we want to and make people understand what it stands for. We can change the slide. So, as I mentioned, that Semi Sabu is basically a luxury fashion label where we are trying to sell contemporary garments, and we are trying to create a timeless design so that it stays with you and it does not fades out as you grow in time. We've also got a lot of philosophy and emotion behind this entire brand, because we work a lot towards it. So basically, from scratch to end product, everything is being made by us. We only take one raw fabric, then we get it developed with our prints, or we get it weaved with our designs, and then that fabric is curated, and then it has gotten to our workshop where we make the garment. So every step involves a lot of involvement. That is why it's unique and it's different from what you get outside. We've been fortunate to be part of FDCI and Lakme Fashion Week. These platforms really represent good designers from across the country, and it's a mark that, okay, if you are part of this panel, then you are recognized by a lot of people. So we've been very fortunate to be part of this. In our collection, every collection is different from the previous one. We make our collections very versatile, so that when people are looking to it, they will absolutely would want to wear again. Of course, our prints are timeless, but we also want the same client to come and purchase again from us. So we keep that in mind, and that's how we curate every collection, that one collection is different from the previous one, so that the same client does not feel that they are buying the same outfit again. So our preparation and our prints intricacy is very unique in every collection that we present. We are currently, as I mentioned, we are currently having three outlets. One is in Mumbai, one is in Jaipur, one is in Surat, and we are stocking with a lot of other MBOs. We can move ahead. Okay. Um, so the vision for the brand is very clear. We want to really work towards getting more and more, craftsmanship across the country, and to give them, more than what they deserve. Because I feel that if we are working towards this, we are able to, achieve everything. I mean, I personally feel that Indian craftsmanship is really not being given its credit. It's due for us to do so. So that's how we are working towards it. I mentioned our presence. We can move ahead on that. Yes, so we are working with e-commerce as well. As I mentioned, we have our own website. We have our own website also, and also we are selling with a lot of different online web portals. Our stock, we have our collection which we have our collection which targets to Gen Zs, which targets to millennials, which targets to even women in the age of their 50s and 60s. And also we have started with menswear. So menswear also, we have formal shirts and we have kurtas. So we are also categorizing menswear into pret and couture, and we take care of both the aspects. uh, that's how our business is at present. We can move next. Okay. Yeah. As I mentioned, our categories, we have menswear, we have women's wear. In menswear, we have all the aspects that we need. And in women's wear, also, we have Pret, which is our day-to-day wear. And we have couture and curations, which is our occasion wear, which is for brides and the sides as well. So with saris to lehengas, we are a one-stop destination. If there's a wedding in our house, we'll be able to cover all the requirements. These are a few examples of our categories. So that's how we work on. All the fabrics are pure and all the fabrics are made with us from scratch. This is one of our representation at Lakme Fashion Week, where this collection got a lot of appreciation. This is a very close to our heart collection. It's Zuni. It's again, all Indian textiles have been presented in this entire collection. You can go ahead. So we do modern lehengas and at the same time we do traditional wear as well, because everyone has got its own unique way of wearing outfits. And of course, when you are targeting a bride, you have to take care of every kind of bride that to you want them to come to you. So even if if someone from north would have a different style aspect while considering from someone from the south. So our designs are versatile, where we can customize as per their requirement and as per their community, what exactly they want to wear. So we can shape it according to their requirement. That's how we generally keep our design elements, where the aesthetics and the elements are very neutral. It can be accustomed to anyone who wants to wear it. We can, yeah, these are a few examples of menswear that we've started. Kurtas, band galas, we have bandis, we have short kurtas. We even started menswear formal shirts. So we have Pret and couture both for men as well. So right now our focus is on FOFO, that is franchisee operated and franchisee owned, franchisee operated model. And these are the few aspects as to how we can work on it. You can have a look. This is the picture of our current store. So this is the bridal lounge of the store, where people sit, people like discuss. And because bridal wear needs lounge where people can sit and people can discuss the entire outfit. So if we are going with the a carpet area of 700 square feet, we can have a Pret and we can have a section with curations. For bridal, we need a little bigger space, but we can have a curation wherein we are giving side lehengas and wherein we are giving saris. So this entire brand will work on what kind of space we have. Accordingly, we will have to build around what we can stock there, because luxury shopping needs experience. So that's how we are doing. So for example, my Bombay store is fairly a small space. So we only have Pret over there with a few curations, wherein my Jaipur store is a bigger space. So there we have bridal lounge created for the clients. And even in Surat store, we have bridal lounge. So these are the requirements that you will need for the store. Anywhere between 350 square feet to 1000 square feet, we can have the space. It's always good to have a frontage of 20 to 40 square feet, because, mannequin display plays a very important role in our industry. We need to have, a good height, because uh, that is how you show luxury. With a very small height, it will not look like luxury. It will look like you are selling a low budget product, which we are not. So we need to have a little open space. We need to have good visibility. The location should preferably be among the other designers or designer store of the city, because that's the best that you can do to make your space work. These are the typical operating terms that you can go through. These are different saris that we've curated from different weavers from across the country. We are also working with Kanjivaram. So Kanjivarams basically sell saris with 1 gram gold plated zari and silver zari. And we give certification also with the sari that gives the authentic certificate that this sari has 1 gram of gold plated zari. So we work on Kanjivarams from south, where we are introducing these metal saris back in fashion, which are like heirloom pieces which you can pass it on to your next generation. This stays forever in the family. So we would like to focus on tier one and tier two both, because of course tier one cities, because the target audience is there, wherein tier two cities also a lot of people travel to tier one cities for their shopping needs. So I personally feel that if we have our presence in tier two cities, that will also attract a lot of people, because a, they would not have to travel for their requirements, and b, we will be able to create a better experience store there for them. So of course right now we are focusing on both tier 1 and tier 2. Yeah, I think these are the cities that would go in tier 1, tier 2 and metros. We are already there in Bombay. The next is Delhi and Hyderabad, that I'm really looking forward to, because I feel that they have a very good market for our kind of clothes. Even Calcutta is good, but Delhi and Hyderabad would be the target to go to.
Right. So, I mean, these are the cities which we are focusing on.
Yes.
However, in the beginning of the expansion, we would primarily be focusing in Delhi NCR, or maybe like Kolkata, as you said,
Hmm.
and Hyderabad is also one of the very emerging, very
Yes.
good market, by the way. Right. So that is also a space where we are looking for our expansion. So these are some of the the stores picture. Yeah. Right. So, yeah, if you could just summarize who can be your ideal partner profile, like what sort of, you would like to have.
So I feel that our target audience is between the upper middle class of the society. So someone whom I would like to partner with is, they of course share the same passion for Indian textiles. They share same passion for fashion industry. Definitely someone like that. Even someone who has been working in this kind of an industry would have a similar target audience. We can definitely work on that, who have got a good connect with the HNIs of the society. Yeah, someone who understands fashion and who understands Indian textiles is absolutely where I would want to go ahead with. And this industry is absolutely a emerging industry, and I feel that there's a lot of potential here. Yes, there's a lot of competition, but at the same time, a lot of potential, because with the growing age and time, these kind of labels are going to get more recognition, only because the occasions are increasing in number. The availability has to be there, because now people are only restricted to the thing, okay, this is available, let's buy this. That imagination of going to a boutique and getting an outfit stitched is going away with the new generation. So definitely you have to be out there in the market. So I feel that there's a lot of potential in this industry, and anybody who understands that, definitely is whom I'm looking for.
Right. So this is the reasons for to join with this brand.
It's an increasing market, and it's increasing at a good speed. In fact, there's a lot of potential even outside India. Like we have a lot of NRI clients coming into us. We have a lot of clients from UK, from US, because Indians are everywhere, and though they are in US, they still would want to wear Indian outfits at their special occasions. So yes, that this market is blooming and it is going to grow. I have no doubt in it, and of course the figures support us.
So what all support you would be providing pre-opening and the post-opening?
So pre-opening, we'll be, of course, helping with the interiors because we have a design line going on with all the stores. So we would want to keep that same. We will be giving full support with the stock. I mean, that what stock you should launch with, how you should display it. The entire store display will be our responsibility. Also with the marketing, how we have to launch the store, what we need to do as a marketing collaterals. So the entire launch will be, helping them through. We'll be providing them with all the material for marketing, whether it is shoot pictures or whether it is videos, however, whatever, the product catalog, everything will be provided by us for marketing, for store setup, for initial campaign run. Everything will help them, and we'll support them with, whether it is interiors. So we would actually give them a platform where they can absolutely start running the business. Whatever before starting a business, whatever struggle anybody has to go through, we will work on that, and we will give them an absolute ready platform to just start the business. Yes, of course, staff training, operational support, everything will be from our end.
Right. How much is your involvement is going to be in terms of like the site selection?
So I would if you give me a city, I can do my back end research, and I can give you a few locations pockets which I think will be ideal for the store selection. Because in our industry, trust me, location makes a hell lot of difference. So we were
Correct.
at Juhutara Road, and the place where I was, that building had gone under redevelopment, and we had to shift to Bandra. We were at Waterfield Road, which is a very busy street, but that location did not work for us. I'm again relocating to Juhu or to Kalakora, whichever is available closely to my budget. So selection of the location is a very crucial part, and I would like to be giving an opinion onto that whether you should go with that area or not. It is really important for the business. Once you are at a good location where you have good footfall, you don't have to advertise. Your business works organically. So we have done no advertisement when we started with our Juhutara Road store. Day one, organically we got footfall and we were doing amazing. But then at Bandra, even with the lot of effort, we are not able to achieve what we were achieving at Juhutara Road. So selection of the location is really important.
I totally agree.
Yeah.
Right. So these are the pre and the post support you would be
Yes,
getting from the brands.
absolutely. And beyond this, though it's a someone else is opening the store, it's our label, and we are absolutely emotionally, financially invested in this brand. So it is going to be like our store only. There's going to be 100% support from us at any and every step.
Great. Thanks a lot. Thanks so much, Simmi, for the detailed discussion about the brand and the business.
Thank you.
Now we are open for the question. In case if you would like to ask any question, you can start putting it into the Q&A box, and we will take them. By the time, I just wanted to ask you, like, in case if you have any collaboration with any celebrity or something like.
We have collaborated. So we have been our garments have been spotted on Shilpa Shetty, Sania Mirza, Shaheen Bhatt, Hina Khan. We have been working with a lot of Soha Ali Khan, Sukhmani Gambhir. A lot of celebrities been spotted wearing our garments. So we have our collaborations with them. I'll definitely share all of it. Even our showstopper was Soha Ali Khan for our last show, and our Sukhmani Gambhir was the one who opened our store. So a lot of bloggers, influential bloggers, and a lot of celebrities had worn our garments in past years.
Absolutely. And also, in case if you look into this particular segment, I mean, the India's market is highly ready and receptive for the premium ethnic and the occasional wear segment.
Absolutely, yes.
And especially for a designer-led brand like 1717, a lot of reason why you should go for this brand. I mean, we see a great rapid growth in the ethnic wear market. The Indian ethnic and the occasional market is is absolutely large and really expanding. People now have more, the disposable income. They are looking for a better, the designer clothes. We are famous for spending a hell lot of money on festivals, on clothes. I mean, the marriages. So, I mean, we have a huge, the market size. This segment is almost like 1.7 lakh crore rupees, which is growing with the CAGR of more than 10%. So, I mean, number one, that this is really a growing sector, which you can be a part of. Apart from that, the wedding and the festival culture, we always celebrate these two things. So, India is one of the largest wedding market in the world. We almost have like 32 plus lakh wedding happens every year, right? And people spend hell lot of money. Right. So that is what you can capture. Apart from that, we also have a lot of, the festival throughout the year. That is also something which will boost your overall sales. Um, Apart from that, the Indian consumers are also now becoming more quality in the brand, aware. Um, so that is also something which promotes this particular segment. We now have more disposable income. People now we now have more now understanding of the design, the fabric, the quality, right, the finishing. So all these things you can get from this kind of the designer brands. So a lot of reason. Um, Let me just check in case if you have any question. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. So Shubhangi is asking like what range of outfits, please? Okay, I think she's talking about the
Yeah.
price and the margin.
Yes, yes. So, for our bread, we start from 7,500, and we are in the bracket of 7,500 to 20,000. And in couture, which is occasion wear and saris and bridal wear lehenga, we start from 30,000 and we go up to 1 lakh, 1,30,000, 1,50,000 also,
Mhm.
as per the requirement. On general scenario, our margins lies between 40 to 45%. Why I'm saying 40 to 45%, because weavers are also involved. So somewhere it goes 40, sometimes it goes 45, but that's the bracket that we generally achieve. That is 40 to 45%.
Simi, also, would you like to share a little bit information about your existing stores with the revenue? How
So,
these
yeah, so as I mentioned, like Juhutara Road store, when we started, without any marketing expense per se, we did a good launch, yes, but there was no marketing expense after that. We could achieve 95 lakhs to 1 CR car revenue in first year, wherein the size of the store was 350 square feet. So it was in accordance to that we could hardly display 150 garments over there, because you know how Bombay rentals are, and we didn't want to compromise on the location. So that's why we went with a smaller space, but we were at the main road, so our rentals were fairly high, but still the revenues were great. And now if I talk about my Surat store, we, like, with the sales that I've achieved in my new space, which is like 1.5 month old, I personally feel that we will close this year above 1.5 CR.
Okay,
So
yeah, go ahead.
yeah. Yeah, and in our previous store, which was fairly smaller than where I am right now, and where we were not doing textiles, we used to achieve 1 CR sales every year in a city like Surat as well. So there's a lot of potential. If we are at a good location, we can easily achieve sales worth 10 lakhs to 12 lakhs a month. That's easily achievable.
Right. And how much of the sales come from bridal versus festive versus spread?
So
And
bridal
how,
is,
the
yes.
seasonal is the business?
Yes, so bridal is fairly new, for us. We were into pred for 9 years. Bridal, we have just started. So right now, our bridal share is only 20% of the total sales, but also because we've only done it for 10 months. As we will grow, this number will grow. And yes, it is a seasonal market. Like, for example, April to June are fairly very, very slow. And it is not in any specific city. It is overall. That scenario of the market that time overall is slow. So we run, discounts and on during those times. We run offer during those times, wherein July to March is an amazing period. And if we are in a metro city, even from December to Feb becomes like peak NRI season for us. So like Jaipur is also peak NRI season for us during that time, even Bombay and even Surat, as a matter of fact. So I would say that yes, 3 4 months are slow, but in our kind of industry, you have to net the average of the year. You can't compare it from month to month, because some months might be great, some months might not be great.
Right. And how would you handle the unsold or the slow moving inventory at the end of a season?
So, of course, we will have very frequent rotation among our stores, so that no inventory gets very old. Certain inventory will sell in some part of the city and might not sell in some part of the country, and might not sell in other part. So we keep our rotations quite constant. And second, if there is still few garments left, then there is season sale that goes on. So yeah, I mean, there is very with good margins. Of course, you have to take the risk of some dead stock, which generally goes on in sale, or it goes at cost value to cost value. So that's how we work.
And how often you introduce a new design or
So we do 3 collections a year. So
three?
every 4 months there will be a new collection. We do 3 collections a year. So there will be a new collection launched every 4 months, and we do 2 season sale and once like a surprise offer sale. So there are 3 sales every year, and there are 3 new collections. So after sale, so what we generally do is, if we have to launch a new collection, for example, in March, so before that we will do like a surprise sale, and then we will launch a new collection. June is any which way slow month, so we do season sale, end of season sale in June, and then in July we will launch a new collection. So that's how we generally do.
So, Simi, I mean, usually we have a number of designer level in the market nowadays, as this segment is really growing.
Yeah.
Um, what all things are the differentiator, right? What makes you different from the existing brand, in the same
Sure. So definitely you're right. There are n number of brands who are coming up in our industry, in our country, as a matter of fact. Now I would say, if there are lakhs and lakhs of brands, only few thousands are part of the fashion week panels that we are at. That's a differentiator, from the herd. Okay, these are the acknowledged ones. So we are lucky to be different from all the other brands, as we are part of these kind of panels. It's kind of a assurance. It's kind of an assurance that you are using a quality product, because you cannot go to these kind of fashion weeks or these kind of panels with an inferior product. Your quality has to be top notch. So our quality is top notch, and you can have the assurance because we are part of these panels. So we are never going to compromise on our quality. A and B, another thing how we are different is that the entire selling experience, the entire client building activity that we go into, that we focus into, it's really important for people to go long run. As I mentioned, that we shifted from Juhu Tara Road to Bandra. We were not very happy with the location. However, we had our clients coming all the way from Juhu Tara Road to Bandra because of the experience they had of buying with us. And trust me, in Bombay, it is a big deal. For anyone coming from Juhu to Bandra, traveling that 55 minutes, for just one outfit, nobody would take that effort, because there are n number of other designers also available at Juhu. If we have left, it's not that, the market has shut. So, we are building a relationship which gets us very good repeat clientele. That is how we are different. And if there's any customization, or because customization is important in our business, so for all the
Mhm.
customization that any franchisee holder is getting, we are going to completely get involved into it. Our team, we have a dedicated team only for this, who will get involved into give the same experience via franchisee store also to the customer, which we are giving directly to the customer.
Correct. Great. All right, so I think that's it for the day. Thank you so much, Simi, for coming. Anyone,
Thank
in
you.
case if you would like to get in touch with Simi, would like to have a further discussion about the brand and the business opportunity, more deep dive into the financials and everything, then I think you can get in touch with us on the number which I have shared in the chat box. It is 9717683838, or you can also write to us at feedback@franchiseindia.in. So that's how you can get in touch with us. I understand this 45 minutes is not good enough to have all the clarity in one go. But yes, if we meet separately, I mean offline, arrange a call, separately, then that would be a great opportunity to have a full-on discussion. So for that, you can get in touch with us on the number I have shared. So I think that's it for the day. Thanks so much, Simmi, for coming here
Thank you
today.
so much for having me here. It was an absolute opportunity. Thank you. I'm
Thanks.